Hi, I'm Jennifer Piper and we're in the atrium at Williamstown Masonic Centre. I'm joined by Peter Noonan, Ben Quick and Davor Boulder, 3 Victorian Freemasons. So I'd like to start off by asking you, why do you think Freemasonry is so misunderstood?
I definitely agree that Freemasons is misunderstood, and I think that comes from a lack of communication with the community. Traditionally, Freemasons have been silent about what goes on and not willing to accept the praise of the good work they do behind the scenes.
Ben, can you tell us about some of those good works?
You know, we have a fantastic task force in Victoria where every member of Freemasons Victoria is involved with community and goodwill projects, and the main driving arm of that is called the Freemasons Victoria Task Force. And it's men from all around the state who are Freemasons. They get behind a certain project and then they go ahead with full steam and very visible in the community.
What are some of the things that the task force has done in recent years?
Look, you know, I'm sure we've all been involved in some part of the task force. The Tools for East Timor was one where we collected tools from across the state, sent them to East Timor so they could rebuild. We've done things for fence building after the floods up around Namurka and everything like that more recently. And also Black Saturday was a really big project that we got behind.
Well, after the bushfires, Freemasons Task Force basically went into the devastated area, started looking at the problems and started assisting affected families, basically, in terms of assisting with rebuilding projects, starting to evacuate the families and seeing what they can do to assist the people those first horrible hours after the devastation took place.
Ben, I have heard a few Masonic whispers about a Freemasons Victoria scholarship as well. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, once a year applications are brought in from different schools and different territory students, and I think the total is $250,000 or thereabouts that is given away to students to help them with their education needs. And you know, that's really, you know, you can just see that this is going to make such a big difference to their educational needs. Some of the children don't even have a Freemason connection, and that's what's great about it as well. We talk about us being equal and meeting equally. This is also equal, that you don't have to be a Freemason. You can have just a connection through your school and be aware of the grants and scholarships and apply for them.
I think it's amazing how much money actually is donated by Grand Lodge to the community, to the Victorian community as a whole, that they just don't even know.
No.
Peter, why do you think it is that Freemasons have kept those good works so quiet in the past?
Look, I think that the base premises of Freemasonry is that everybody is equal. So you've got people who come from one end of the spectrum who are quite wealthy and other people who are not as wealthy, all come together on the level. When they donate to an organisation, it's not going to be seen as the rich people doing it or the poor people not offering as much. It's coming together as one. So to gain credit for doing that would not be appropriate from that point of view. But I think they miss the point of not letting people know actually we're doing the right thing and we're looking after everyone.
And once upon a time there was something like 150,000 members. So we didn't need to advertise who we are and what we were doing. We were confident enough that membership was going to continue to grow. And now it's a matter of that we have a very strong membership, but now's the time, especially with social media and things like that, we have the ability and we have the confidence also to be proud of who we are. You know, I'm just as proud as my Geelong membership as I am with my Freemasons Victoria membership.
Peter, you've personally experienced some of that Masonic benevolence. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Well, when I was 18, my stepfather was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's brain lymphoma, and he was given 6 months to live. In the final 3 months of his life, all of these people who I'd never seen before just started turning up, cooking meals, taking him out, taking him to appointments, just looking after us. And I was astounded as to, you know, I've never met these people before. And I asked my mum, I said, who are these guys? And she said, oh, they're the Freemasons. And I went, wow. And I said, I want to do that. I want to provide that help for someone else one day.
I'd like to come back to this sort of popular misconception of Freemasonry. Do you think it is just that, you know, we never let the truth get in the way of a good story, that all of the myths and the secrecy and the supposition in popular culture has grown so many legs, or was there once truth?
Well, unfortunately, what the fact of the matter is that conspiracy theories sell, and that's one of the most important things. In fact, the real story is much less exciting. We're just normal, regular people. We go about living our regular, normal lives, and we have families, we have children, and we teach children some strong moral values.
Peter, I can see you laughing and nodding about our conspiracy theorists.
Absolutely. I had a friend who joined recently, and he sort of took me aside just before he went through initiation and said, you know, what's going to happen? Is it really going to be? And I said, there's nothing to worry about. It's all probably not as exciting as you think it's going to be.
Thank you all so much for joining me.